The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down. At the 22-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow. All right.
Check 53. Let's go.
Yellow, yellow.
Let's go. Exit. Mike, number 53.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jack Crawford, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's caught. Jones. A gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? To
throw again on second down. Ryan.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Mahomes to throw on second down. It's Kelsey on the grab. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a third and about 13. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
56. Check 56.
To throw again, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Yellow. 15.
Delta.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play. For a big shot downfield, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's Freeman, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Check.
56.
Hey, Delta.
It's our field.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Gun.
I got motion. 56 to Mike. 56.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
15.
Mike's 5-9.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
15.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
21!
Joker.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And an alley to run. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
80 weapon. Chuck. 43. Box track.
Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they fight. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Right there, 56.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Tack McKinley, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Ryan. And he floated one out there incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. Jones has it, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. To throw is Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Now Ryan on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check it back. Check it back.
Wait! Ready to go!
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
Hey, 15.
53's the mic. 53.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over them. And that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's for his running back, McCoy. 23 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys throw that's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Ryan. Caught by Jones. It takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. They take a great look at that scoreboard, realize how poorly everything went for us today.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. Shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal, Kansas City.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City.